Hello, welcome to Ephemera Files by Tommy. Today I am continuing in the May Mystery Mayhem Junk Journal Challenge that is hosted by Dear Julie, and I will post her links below in the description box. For this particular make, I am making 5 clusters, and the things that I need to use from the embellishment and enhancements bowl are numbers, postage stamps, and index cards. So I did go ahead and grab those things out. Hopefully these things will all play well together. I hope. And this is what I have gotten out. These are my index cards, and I don't think that I'm gonna need 5 full index cards for this, but I did get 5 different index cards. And this one is actually red on the edge. I don't know if that shows up on camera or not. It's just a subtle little hint. When the whole pack is together, it looks like a red deck of index cards. And then I needed numbers. And so these are my numbers 1 to 100. This has anything over 100. Overkill, I know. And these are stamps, and they are real stamps, and these are all floral. That's what I pulled out. And they are all from USA. I have foreign stamps too, but I didn't want to have to get yet another box out because I oversort. Welcome to my world. So let's go ahead and get started. I am going to pull my little cheat sheet here that I created from a lesson by my friend Donna on how to make clusters, and she made it so easy for me to figure out. And for this, you're going to need a base, 3 pieces of paper, 1 piece of fabric, 1 piece of lace, 1 staples, messy thread or fiber, button, brad, gem, etc., and words or phrases. So I am going to go ahead and open things up and get everything arranged and organized in front of me on the table, and then I will be right back. All right, so I have gathered a few things, and I think that what I am going to do is make a cluster that is actually going to use the entire index card. So I am, well, maybe not the entire. I am probably going to cut these down or tear them down. I think I'm going to tear them down. And maybe not exactly in half, but close. It's not quite half, but it's kind of in the middle-ish there, thereabouts. All right, and this is kind of a mass make because I'm going to switch those and that way they're facing different directions. It's kind of a mass make because I'm going to go through and I'm going to find each of the layers for each of the pieces at the same time. All right, so I need 3 pieces of paper is the next step. So I am going to go through some of my cutoffs from things I have already made for this journal and see, that looks like Christmas. I don't want to do that. Kind of like that one on there. So I'm gonna tear here, giving myself plenty of room to make it smaller if need be. And like that. And I think that I will put that one on there. Kind of focusing just on the little forget-me-nots in this one, because I think that that blue looks good with that blue. The problem is that those reds kind of clash with these reds. So I may have to pull out something that is not red to make sure it doesn't clash. That picture is just too big to use. That one kind of works on there. We'll go with that. And if it turns out to not work, then I'll just get something else. Let's see, so I just need one for that. Wish that was a little bit bigger. Maybe I've got another scrap piece that has more of that on it, that particular flower. Looks like I do. Right there. And so I can tear. Sorry, I am sitting down. My ankle hurts. And so I'm going to try to stay on camera as much as I can. So my apologies if I do wander occasionally, because it's a totally different angle trying to do this seated versus standing like I usually do. All right, so there is one piece of paper. And those were all from the kit that I am using for this challenge. Now I am going to pull out, I think I'm going to use these. Oh look, I just pulled 5 out. Now I pulled 7 out. How many did I pull out? They're multiplying like rabbits. All right, and I picked these out, I made these whenever I was doing my stacked staining spray experiment thing, all those sisses. And I think that I want to try to use these with this particular part. So let's see if we can pick out something that will work. This has a little bit of red in it. Ooh, that looks good together. This one, I like the blues that go with it. And I can see that working with those pretty well. I like that over there. There's not enough contrast, but I need another piece of paper for that one, so I might be able to pull that off. And I don't really like any of those 3 with that. How about this one? I could tuck that up under there. Yeah, that works together. Okay, so now, let's see, I've got 2 pieces of paper, 1 more piece of paper. I have my scraps that I have created so far making this journal collected in this envelope. Will any of the map work on there? I can see the map working there and there. Here's just some scrap brown paper. I could put a bit of this with that one. That all works together. And I can put some with that and some with that. So there are my 3 pieces of paper. Now, 1 piece of fabric and 1 piece of lace. I'm going to scoot these apart just a little bit because the fabric takes up more room on the table. Oh, I was going to count one of my numbers as a piece of paper. All right, so let's look at this. Which ones do I not mind switching out? Or I could just add to it. It doesn't have to be just 3 pieces of paper. Or this could be in place of the word or phrase. Because I don't think I had to use words or phrases on this one. Nope. So this could be my word or my phrase. So I'll go back to that, and that's how I'll do that. I did pull out some word phrase stickers, but I think that I'm going to use my numbers for that since that's the requirement. So let's get back to the fabric. I showed you in another video how I organize my fabric scraps. Ooh, that looks good with that one. All right. That one's not bad. And I don't want to make them all red, so I'm going to get a different bag. That bag's full. I need to use it. Let's see. I realize I'm over to the side here, but I'm kind of running out of room already. The silly ankle has got to heal so that I can do things. Do I like that? That's going to end up being a very subtle cluster, but you know, maybe that's not such a bad thing. I have trouble with subtle sometimes. I just threw a handful down in the floor. It's going to stay in the floor. I kind of like that together. Oh, and that one looks good there. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. I'm not feeling that one right there. Okay, so we may go digging into the blue bag again. Just because I feel like that just needs some color. I'm throwing scraps in the floor. And I can't pick it up right now. So it's just gonna stay in the floor. Let's see. I'm too picky. I think maybe that's my problem. Oh, nope. Because right there it is. That's what I'll use. All right, so we've got our fabric, and now we need a piece of lace, which I just pulled out my bag of white stuff because I saw that there was a bunch of lace in it. And I knew that there would be bits and pieces in there I could use. And I'm not worried about this being white because I can go back through if necessary, and I can dab it with ink, whatever color ink I want it to be, to make it go with it. So right now I am just looking to see if the shape lends itself. That one does right there. That lace is going to be more substantial, and that one's going to be more substantial because the fabric that I chose is very thin. And you know, I just said substantial, but I think that that works because it just looks heavier. That one's just going to end up looking very lacy and romantic, and I'm good with that too. We just need one more for that one. Here we go. This is an offcut of lace, and I can tidy it up into a somewhat oval type shape-ish. And there goes more on the floor. Oh my goodness. And then for my messy thread / fiber, I'm going to use this cone thing. I think that it goes to a certain kind of machine. So maybe it's for a serger. I don't know. I'm going to use that for all of them. And then I got these 2 containers of buttons that were over on my desk because I hadn't put them away yet, that I'll pull a button from. And then I decided I was going to use the numbers for my word or phrase. So I think that that is everything I need. So now I'm just going to go through and put them together, stack them up, staple them, and I will see you at the end and we'll go through what we made. What I made. What we made. What anybody made. How about that? right, so I was getting ready to show you all of the clusters and was looking through my little list here and realized I didn't do postage stamps on these. So that would have helped with my numbers, but I think that that actually needed to be two separate things. So let's go through and see what I've got that lends itself to each of these clusters and to the kit. Let's see, that's a water lily. Virginia bluebells, that would have gone in my bluebells kit. And bluettes. Let's see, pasque flower, alpine buttercup, and a wood lily. That wood lily, that goes that way. I've got it sideways. Nope. I guess it doesn't matter what the flower is. I just need the color to go, right? And to look like it belongs. I may have to get out my foreign stamps because I have a lot of, there's another one that would have gone in the bluebell kit. I'll have to make another bluebell journal maybe. Blue or red. Now that might, no, not really. That's a little more orange. Now that one, that orchid would work on there. Yep, I'm gonna have to get my other little box of stamps out. Although the blueberries kind of, I kind of like the blueberries. Those might work on one of those two blue ones. Right there. If I tuck it up under the lace, does that look silly? Maybe if I come over to the side with it. Right there. No, that's too hidden. Might as well not even be on there if I do that. How about this? I could come over to this side with this one. Yeah, that'll work there. This one will work. Right there, just smack dab in the middle. All right, I'm gonna have to get my other stamps. All right, so those two have a stamp. I need to get these three. Actually, I could have just gone with the US stamps as well, but I'm gonna go ahead and go through here first. There's that one. All right, so I got the stamps sorted out. I just need to glue those on and then we'll do a flip through. All right, so now we are ready. And these are the 5 clusters I created today using numbers. We have the cluster, obviously. We have number, numbers, numbers, number, numbers, postage stamps here and here, 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 and here. And it's on an index card, which is the base for each of the clusters. So there we go. Thank you so much for joining me today. And as always, be kind. Bye.